Okay, this will be an interesting one. Bit of a challenge. See if we can make this turn up a treat. Sorry about the damn shaking. Gonna go at 200 to start with. Okay, let's see what we have here. A gift bag with holographic sparkles, holographic wine bag, the bar essentials, yep, wine bag for wine or whatever. Gonna make this into something interesting. I don't know how that's going to look. Yeah, that looks interesting, but it's not what I'm after. Although that area there looks nice. I'm going to hold it there. I'm going to use my camera hand. Sorry about the shaking. Yeah, that looks better. I think we can use this. This looks nice, but the rest of it looks a bit lighter. But basically, yeah, I'm trying to get this work I'm doing on television. It's not easy trying to get my work out there where it belongs. I do feel it belongs on television. It's not an easy thing to push, trying to get work recognised, as well as trying to find a loved one. This is a nice piece there. So I'm really missing my future husband, Luigi. And I know I can't get in touch with him unless I get this stuff televised. It's very difficult trying to get it happening, but I'm confident that it'll work out. I'll get it happening and I'll be with my future husband Luigi. That looks nice, but I don't like that there. But basically I really long to be married to this person instead of being alone. And it's difficult being alone, folks. Loneliness is actually is a destructive force. It kills. And it is killing me that I'm on my own all this time, not being able to locate the person I love. So you've got to remember that loneliness is destructive. It's like smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and you don't even have to be smoking. Like me, you could choose to be a non-smoker of cigarettes, but you can also end up smoking the so-called cigarettes of death that loneliness actually is. And basically, it's not healthy to do that. It's not healthy smoking these lonerism cigarettes, just as much as it's not healthy to smoke actual cigarettes themselves, the real ones. So it's not an easy thing to deal with, this loneliness. It's really difficult, but I'm trying my best to live with it until I get married. It's not easy living with it, with the loneliness being your constant companion, being lonely and having no one to talk to, and it does. It's really bad. And people in my youth tried to convince me that I'm not worth having a relationship with. So I got treated like shit in most places, like at school and at youth group. I got treated like I didn't matter, that I was just a trifle. Now that doesn't look too good. But basically, yeah, I had to deal with the sense of loneliness and what it meant. And it's difficult dealing with it. And especially when it was brought on partly by people at youth group and people at school trying to teach me that I'm a fucking idiot, I'm worthless, that I have no value as a person. Teased and bullied and fucked over, without, not physically fucked, but everything else, pretty much. Now that looks really quite nice. Yeah, I'm actually thinking we're going to work with this. But that's the thing with life, folks, is that you got to try and avoid accepting what the haters have to say about you. You got to be yourself, even if they hate your fucking guts. I know my brother and my father don't approve of me as a photocopier artist. Well, they're in for a rude surprise, because this shit that I'm presenting here is eventually, hopefully, with cooperation, will end up on their televisions, and they won't be able to ignore me. Well, they weren't ignoring me, they were treating me like shit, treating me like crap. Bullies again, another form of bully within the family, not nice. But basically, I have to show them that they're not right, that they always like to believe they're right, and they're fucking wrong. So Dad wants me to be normal. He wants me to fucking join a club. It's like, I don't want to join a fucking club. I got my own fucking life. I got my own... I'm so over that shit. Dad is a fucking normalcy Fruit Loop. He loves being normal. And he's always wanted me to be normal. He always thinks me being different, there's something wrong with that. No. Being a sheeple, there is something wrong with you, fuck father. And my brother hated me, and he treated me like shit throughout the early 90s. He treated me like shit. Kept picking on me all the time and getting angry at me for no reason. Stupid fuck. He's like my father. He does a lot of things like my father does. He's got a son. I don't understand why anyone would want to be my brother's friend. He's got lots of friends. He's not able to respect me, his sister. Up yours, brother. Go fuck yourself. He never asks my mum what's happening with me, so I don't know whether maybe he feels guilty, but I'm not going to talk to him or father until they fucking apologise. And that's where going on television will help bring that around, I'm sure. But this has turned out better than I thought. This is not an easy one to do. Just a little bit of a nudge to this one. Wasn't in the right place, I don't think. Anyway, let's come up looking a treat. I think now we can call this demo quits.